Welcome to the Destiny Suite channel. My name is Lucrece Guzma, and I'm here to serve you with the resources you need to grow in the Lord, in your business, and life. In this next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up your website for success to ensure that you have your SEO set up and everything is properly set up on the back end to ensure that your site shows up properly in search engines and on different public platforms. You can use this technique on any Elementor page, but the template that we'll be using in this video is called the Classy Minimalist, and it can be found at www.destiny31.co. It was designed for those who need a simple e-commerce solution and a website that has blog capabilities. So in your dashboard, you're going to go to Appearance and Customize. And the reason why these steps are important is because you want something to be branded and professional. So that's why I recommend that you do these steps after you're done making sure everything is set up. So first is your site identity. Make sure your site title and your tagline is there. Put that information, because when you go on Google, it's going to show up like that. So whatever you put here, it's going to show up on Google. So you have to make sure your site title and your tagline is correct. And also your site title also shows up in the tabs at the top of the tab. So it's important that you do that. Okay, so that's site identity. Next, your menus, we already worked on that, so you don't have to worry about doing that from here, but we already did that before. Your homepage settings, this is basically choosing what page your website lands on when a customer or someone interested in your site goes on. So you just choose the main page that you want to be the home page. Okay. Next, your header and footer. You don't have to worry about that because we did that in Elementor. So you don't have to do that here. WooCommerce, this is important. So there's a correction. I remember in the WooCommerce video, I told you that you can't change a lot of things on your checkout page. But in a few minutes, I'm going to show you that you can change a few things. So I'll clarify that in a few minutes. So the first thing is the store notice. So whenever you have like a notice, let everybody know, maybe it's a sale or something like that, it's going to show up on all your pages. So if you want this to show, you can do that and then just click on enable and it will do that. Product catalog. You don't have to worry about that because we already have one set up. But if you do want to create like a shop page with all your products on one page, you can just come here and decide what products you want to show, how to show your categories and things like that. And how many products per row, how many products per page, you can do that as well. Product images, this is just to show the dimensions of how you want your product images to show and everything. So yeah, you can take a look at that and make sure it fits your needs. Now here's what I was talking about, the checkout page. There are some things that you can remove from your checkout page to make it less daunting, but there are some things that are still required. So for example, company name, it's optional. So you can decide if it's going to be hidden or required. So you can remove that if you want. And same thing with the address line, and same thing with the phone field. So depending on your needs, if the phone number is required, you can do that. You could change those settings here as well. If you have a privacy policy page where you wrote down all your privacy policy, you could just go ahead and click on here and choose what page that is. The terms and conditions page is already linked to refund and returns. And you could also change, add some text about your personal privacy policy, and it's going to show up here on your checkout page. And then of course the terms and conditions, you can update that. And then once you're done, you always click on publish and it will publish your changes. So let's say, for example, our sweet cakes page. We're going to go ahead and do this. So let's work with site identity. We're going to change this to sweet cakes bakery. Since it's a demo site, we're going to call it demo site so they know it's not real. And we're going to write our tagline: satisfy your sweet tooth in style. Oh, sweet. All right. So that's that. Now, notice here it has a site icon. Now, the site icon is also important. So, notice here at the top of the tab, if you don't want this globe here, that's the default. But if you want maybe your logo or maybe your favicon, you can create a site icon. And to do that, you could easily create one in Canva. Just take your logo or a variation of your logo and make sure it's square, in dimensions 512 by 512. That's what they recommend. And then just put your logo in here and be sure to respect the margins. Be sure to respect the margins here. Don't go past the margins, meaning don't go put it at the edge. Respect the margins and make sure you center it, um, vertically and horizontally. Okay. And then once you're done, you could just go ahead and click on download. Now you can download a PNG and then you could put a transparent background. So let me show you that again. You could choose a transparent background, or you can just do a white background if you want, or a color background. So it's all up to you. And then once you're done, you're going to go to back to your page and then you're going to upload your icon. Click on select. They're going to ask if you want to crop it. If it's a square, just leave it. And then, yeah, now it's updated at the top. Okay, at least it has something there, but that's up to you how you want to do that. All right, and once you're done, you click on publish. All right, now let's go back to the other ones and edit that. Homepage, we already have it set to Sweet Cakes Bakery. That's what we want. So we're good. WooCommerce, I do like the idea of removing some things in our checkout page, and we'll do that, like the company name. I don't think that's important unless it's important to you. Address line 2, yeah, that's important to put the apartment number. The phone number is important to us because we need to call you about your order. So, yeah, I think that's it for checkout. As far as product images, I think I'm content with the layout of everything. And so that's that. All right. So once you're done setting this up, you can go ahead and, you know, click on exit and your settings are saved. The next thing I want to talk about is SEO. SEO is very important for your website to be found on the World Wide Web. So you don't want to build a site that's not profitable. You want it to be profitable. The best marketing you can do for your website is to optimize your website with SEO. Okay, so people go to Google most of the time. And remember, Google is connected to YouTube. So it's like a big sea of opportunity for you for your marketing. So the first tool I recommend, out of all the SEO plugins that I've used in the past professionally, I recommend the all-in-one SEO, which works very well. You can get this here. Rank Math is also good. It helps you rank like at the top really fast, by the way. You can download all these plugins for free in WordPress, so don't worry about that. Of course, if you want to upgrade, they do have paid options, but Rank Math is also very good. Yoast SEO is a good one too. Um, they do have a cost though, and if you want the premium, but you can check if they have the free one. But I think they have a free version. But in my opinion, Rank Math's free version and All in One SEO's free version does the job. Okay, so I recommend that you install these plugins and just walk through the steps that they show you to do for each page to optimize each page for SEO, especially for your blogs. Okay, and last but not least, the next thing you need to check is to make sure that your website has a secure certificate, because if it doesn't, Google will not rank you at all and will think that you're a fraud. We don't want that to happen. So make sure you check with your hosting provider to make sure that a security certificate, or it's called an SSL certificate, is installed on your website to make sure that everything is great. Okay? So that's what I wanted to share to ensure that, you know, your website is set up for success. And of course, always do a final run through of everything. Make sure you check, do a test order to see everything, if everything is running correctly. We wish you much success on your new website, and we pray that it's valuable to you and you're able to monetize it. All right. Thank you so much for watching this series that goes with the Classy Minimalist template. And be sure to be on the lookout for more templates coming soon from our agency. Thank you and have a great one.